35 days ago, these two titans met in a hair-raising thriller in Pasay City. Now, 5 weeks later, the scene shifts to the big dome, the Araneta Coliseum, for another perceived classico. And now, the Mecca of Philippine sports and entertainment, in cooperation with ABS-CBN's SNA, broadcasts worldwide again the greatest and ultimate rivalry ever in Philippine sports. Ladies and gentlemen, it's episode 2, La Salle Ateneo. Let us now proudly meet our starters. First for the squad trying to force a Final Four with a win today. Here are the reigning and defending champions, DLSU Green Archers. Point guard number 11, Aljon Melesio. The off guard number 30, Andre Karakot. Power forward number 29, Santi Santillan. Forward number 6, Richie Rivero. And at center number 23, Ben Imbala. The head coach of the Green Archers, Aldin Ayo. And now, starting for the squad trying to win today to get an outright finals berth here on the Ateneo Blue Eagles. Off guard number 4, Anton Asistio. Point guard number 12, Matt Nieto. Center number 2.
And let's take a look at our primary protagonists for the defending champions, the La Salle Green Archers.
Well, you talk about, Ben Imbala, the mainstay in that lineup. Richie Rivero came off the bench last first round, 19 points. Starting right now, Santillan, a mainstay, has started all 13 games. And how about the starters for the Eagles? Has been the same starters since day one, all these 5.
Our officials for this big showdown, we have number 17, Edmar Avis, number 15, Julius Medillo, and number 38, Edgar Orpilla. Will Ateneo complete the elimination round sweep, or will the Archers become the first team to beat Ateneo all tournament long? First possession goes to the Green Archers. What are you looking at from La Salle here in the early moments of the game?
Well, I expect them to be aggressive, especially on the defensive end. We talked about Ateneo's ability to dictate, especially from the 3. They have to chase players to run off Ateneo players from the 3 and force them, to the defense of Imbala, challenge them to finish at the rim.
Ravenna to Asistio. What about for the Blue Eagles as Tolentino goes in and misses? What are you looking for from Ateneo as Asistio fires a 3?
Well, I think it's important for Ateneo, as we see Asistio with the missed 3, to get off to a hot start. Yes, shooting the ball from outside, but playing the inside-outside game by dribble penetration and creating their outside shots or through their sets.
And we see the first foul committed. It's against Vince Tolentino. And this brings us back to your point earlier that it's so vital for La Salle to get to the free throw line, to get their usual number of free throw attempts.
Because number 1, it sets up their defense. Every time you take a free throw, aside from getting freebies on the line, it sets up your defense 5-on-5. Every time you have not only the best offensive player on the floor, but the best defensive player in Ben Imbala, it gives you a better chance of stopping the Eagles.
And now there you can see the mayhem defense is in place. Matt Nieto over to Asistio and now to Ravenna. Bounce pass, Ike is blocked from behind. Ben Imbala is on the move. Over to Melesio. Melesio fires. Too strong, and that ball ends up with 30 Ravenna. It's a 2-0 game early in the opening quarter.
Karakot on Ravenna right now. This is something he should exploit. He can just shoot over him. Ends up in a turnover.
So last touch on Vince Tolentino. And so Ateneo has yet to score in the opening period. I tell you, if the first 5 introductions are any indication, this is a championship-like atmosphere inside the Big Dome. As Embala fires, and excellent box out there by Ravenna over to Asistio. Asistio tried to go all the way, and he was fouled. Checking out our McFree's instant replay, and Asistio, there's the clear bump against Arjun Melesio. His first personal foul and the first team foul on the Green Archers.
And the coaching staff of Ateneo quickly asking for an unsportsmanlike foul with a hip check. I'm not sure if they're going to get that clearly. Refs otherwise decide it's not.
And it's another turnover here, plus a foul against Chibueze Ike.
Holding ball number 21, Chibueze Ike. His first 2 on the Blue Eagles.
That's big. That's big, especially early in the ball game. You have your biggest defender on Ben Mbala with an early first foul. It's going to be critical for Ike to play without fouling.
Close to 2 minutes having gone by in a very frenetic opening quarter. Richie Rivero in motion, gets the handoff from Santillan. Shot clock down to 9. Rivero against Ravenna, and a nice swipe by Tolentino. Embala has it. Embala against Ike. Embala with a quick move, and that ball is now with Matt Nieto. Nieto stepping on the gas, setting up Anton Asisio, but he missed. Ike is fouled.
Ben Mbala that time trying to stop the transition of the Eagles with a foul.
Checking our McFree's instant replay.
Doesn't get the foul, doesn't stop the break. Obviously, he trotted back, basically walked back and allowed Ike for the offensive rebound. Early first foul also for Richie Rivero.
The foul was against Richie Rivero. That will be the second team foul against the Archers. And Ike, first free throw is no good. As we welcome Marty Bautista to our coverage, reporting from the Ateneo bench. Marty?
Miko and Christian, I don't know if you're familiar with Coach John Wooden. He headed the first American collegiate basketball team to achieve an 88-game winning streak, and he believed in a formula of core principles. Yesterday, Coach Tab asked the team, what are our core principles? To which they answered servanthood, discipline, professionalism, and defense. Because for the Blue Eagles, this is not just the Ateneo way. This is a way of life. This is actually the secret to Ateneo system play. Coach Tab says our preparation has to define us, our servanthood has to label us, our discipline is what we demonstrate, and defense is how we win. Do you think the Ateneo team can emulate John Wooden's core principles today, Miko and Christian?
Well, so far, for 13 games, I believe they have.
Right.
Especially if you consider John Wooden's pyramid of success. John Wooden, of course, the father of college basketball, collegiate coaching. By the way, Marty, his dedication to Ateneo sports is exemplary. She just came from a game. Marty plays for the Ateneo women's football team, and from the football pitch, she's now here covering the Blue Eagles on the basketball court. Now it's a 4-0 game in favor of the Green Archers. Vince Tolentino to Ike, and Matt Nieto, the hero of that first round game, sends it to 30 Ravenna. Ravenna to Tolentino. Nope. Ike has it. Shot clock is winding down. Boy, that LaSalle defense is pesky in the opening quarter. But Matt Nieto knocks down a three. A great three to put Ateneo on the scoreboard.
And that's a big mistake by the Archers defense, as we see Richie Rivero is forced to his second foul. This is going to be big. Terrific job by Nieto making a three on the other end and then forcing the offensive foul on the defensive end.
Let's go to Eileen Shi from the LaSalle bench.
Miko and Christian, the tables have turned for the DLSU Green Archers as they are now the ones looking to tarnish Ateneo's glistening zero-loss record so far this season. And although the team is already secured of the second spot and consequently the twice-to-beat advantage regardless of the results from today's game, head coach Ateneo still believes that this game is a must-win because of three things. First is because he wants the team to gain enough confidence going into the Final Four. Second is he wants to be able to establish certain things that he wants to happen, such as building on the momentum they have created being undefeated this second round. Finally, he wants to continue building the team so that they may reach basketball excellence. Fueled by this and the remnants of their previous loss, the Green Archers are definitely fired up and are banking on the Salle mentality, or the mentality of being a fighter as seen on their warmers, to carry them out in this game. Miko and Chris.
Thank you, Eileen, for that comprehensive report as we look at our Manolite. 110% heart and hustle player, the miss by Rivero, but Santi Santillan, I mean, how impressive has he been in this tournament? Surprising everyone, not surprising any of the Archers, of course, but surprising the league with his performance as Rafi Verano checks in for the first time for the Blue Eagles.
So he's a multi-talented player. He's a guy that can stretch the floor, give space to, his partner Ben Mbala. But I like his activity, especially you saw it on the offensive rebound. It wasn't a miss blocked out, but because he continued to move and not gave up on the basketball, he was able to get it and earn his way for an end-one play.
30 Ravenna goes all the way and ties the ball game at 7 after that Milo Nutriup drive. Mbala against Ike. Mbala.
Good defense by Ike.
Melesio for 3. And the ball will go out in favor of the Blue Eagles as we near the halfway mark of the opening quarter.
That's just terrific defense by Ike, staying in front and not being afraid, even if he has the first foul already, as we see Coach Olsen Rosella.
FEU Tamaraws, led by Coach Olsen Rosella, are part of the Final Four. They beat the Adamson Falcons yesterday to complete the cast of the top 4 teams in the semifinals.
You got to look for 30 on the post. He has a smaller Montalvo right now.
And Ravenna has the basketball. Ravenna shoots and misses. Melesio, Karakot, Mbala, Santillan, and now Montalvo is in the game. Santillan with a runner. Oh, good effort by Santi Santillan.
Yeah, and because of his activity on the glass, being prepared for drop passes and his offensive rebound, suddenly right now he gets it on the post, makes a confident move to the middle, and gets an offensive rebound. 2 fouls right now for Ike. That's big also for the Eagles.
And that's why we'll see Isaac Go entering for Ateneo, and then Jolo Go entering for the Green Archers.
So 2 key players right now need to mix for Ateneo. On the defensive end, Chibuzi Ike, their biggest guy, now on the bench for LaSalle. Richie Revelo, 2 quick fouls, their second leading scorer on the bench as well.
And then this is where the chess game comes in. Sino yung papasok ng coach? How do you utilize your bench, your deep bench, your rotation? And then counter moves na dito si Coach Aldin Ayo and Coach Tabaldi.
Well, we're talking about 2 teams who are very deep in terms of bench production. Ateneo being the #1 team in the league. Although last game it was vice versa. LaSalle leading the bench points 42-31.
We're almost halfway done in the opening quarter. Isaac Go, bounce pass to Rafi Verano. PS Bankable assist from Isaac Go. Send and receive payments ahora mismo with PS Bank Mobile.
What a pass. That was a bounce pass in the baseline with the defense right there.
And that pass by Mbala goes straight to Epo Kipo, the team manager. And I don't think he has touched the basketball in like 10 years. 8-9. Ateneo on top by 1. And do we have a timeout here? 4:52 remaining in the opening quarter. We'll be back after this timeout. Boy, we're back inside the Big Dome, and Christian Luanzan and I myself, we can attest to this. absolute championship atmosphere. We're not saying that, this is a sure matchup in the finals. What we're saying is the electricity inside the Coliseum. I mean, really championship caliber atmosphere, the decibel level of the crowd. And we're just in the opening quarter.
It never gets old. It never gets old.
Ben Mbala and the Green Archers hoping to become the first team to beat Ateneo in this tournament. On the floor for the Blue Eagles, Mike Nieto is now in the game, joining Asistio, Verano, and Isaac Go. We've crossed the halfway mark of the opening quarter. Asistio with nowhere to go, and another turnover against the Blue Eagles.
And that was good pressure on the ball and good denials on top, to prevent the middle pass. Forces the drive to the baseline with less options.
Tight pass for Mbala. Mbala outside. Go quick pass to Melesio for three. Yes, sir! Vivo clear shot for Aljon Melesio.
And you like the unselfishness of Jologo. Leads the team in three-point shooting. That time never hesitated. Read the defense before it came. Quick extra pass. Quick three for Melesio.
4 minutes remaining in the opening quarter. Isaac Go for three. Short. And chalk up that rebound for Ben Mbala. 4 rebounds in the opening quarter. Melesio again. Not that time. Rebound for Asistio. Asistio on the move. Quickly to Mike Nieto. And Mike Nieto hurried that layup, but he got contact on the arm on the attempt, and he will take 2 free throws.
And a better job that time by the Eagles. Here's the play right here. Ben Mbala deep in the baseline. Finds Jologo. Jologo finds Melesio. A big shot to boost his confidence. Has missed a couple before that shot.
We'll see the first appearance of Gian Mamuyak. And then the first free throw of Mike Nieto is a miss. Mike Nieto coming off the bench. You see his averages this season.
A big dip as well in terms of his rebounding. If you remember, Tito Mix last year led the team in rebounding at some point.
1 point lead for the Green Archers. We'll be back in a moment. Under 4 minutes remaining in the opening quarter, and the Green Archers are holding on to a precarious 1 point lead. Nico Salva and Tonino Gonzaga, pair of champion Blue Eagles. We'll show you all the former players who are in attendance, part of this big Sunday crowd for the second round meeting between the Archers and the Eagles. Jologo, always a threat from Rainbow Canyon. He knocks it down for a three. A great chase, great three. Jolo gets it to go.
Just a beautiful, well-designed play for Jologo. Usually we see the big man screening, but because of Jologo's ability to shoot from the outside, he's the one screening, popping for that three.
Meantime, here's Verano looking at Mamuyak. Tight pass deflected by Prince Rivero.
Good hands, Prince. Here's the play right here. Jologo with like a brush screen, doesn't need much space, leads the team in three-point shooting, knocks it down.
First 3 points for Jologo as we go back to live action. Blue Eagles down by 4, and wow, Matt Nieto will make it a 2-point game. After that, Nisin Yakisobra move.
Oh, what a shot over the outstretched arms of Ben Mbala off of 1 foot.
Let's see how the Archers respond. Jologo again. High looper, short.
Good backs out, Verano.
Straight into the hands of Verano, but Verano needs help. Nieto having problems with the basketball. To Verano. Verano. Oh, look at the active hands of Kim Montalvo. And he saves it to Aljon Melesio. Melesio, oh, dribbling violation.
And that's okay. Those are the kind of turnovers you can afford, especially coming off a terrific effort play by Kim with those active hands and saving the ball.
That's really mayhem defense at its best. Abu Tratter checking in for the first time, along with Brent Paraiso. They join Prince Rivero, Montalvo, and Jolo Go. Verano for Ateneo sends it to Isaac Go, 4-3, and comes up short again. And that will be a foul against Mike Nieto.
You know, Tito makes this lineup to me on the floor for LaSalle. This is the time they can, you know, take advantage in terms of rebounding, being active on the glass. If you look at the front court of Ateneo, Isaac Go, usually he likes to stay out on the perimeter, especially beyond the arc. And it's a time for Abu Trader and Prince Rivero, you know, to work their way inside and to have that hit-first mentality and crash the boards.
By the way, both teams are in the penalty, and the first free throw goes in for Kim Montalvo. Okay itong mga nakuha natin para sa statistics team natin. Yung isa kamukha ni Kiefer Ravena, isa kahawig ni Andre Felix. Tatrabaho pa yung mga yan. Kumukuha pa ng stats itong mga to. Milo Nutriab, galing move for Abu Trader.
And right on cue, we talked about offensive rebounding. Abu Trader, you know, announces himself with an offensive rebound and a stick back.
Look out, interception by Mike Nieto. Chippy Twister's move earlier. And it's a three-point game here for the Archers as we enter the last 2 minutes of what has been an up and down opening quarter. Nieto to Verano. Shot clock reads 10. Verano with a spin. Nieto has it.
Good defense.
Swipe by Kip Montalvo. But that ball goes back to Ateneo. Shot clock down to 3. And back. Nieto hits a 3. Yes, sir. Mitsubishi, great play for Matt Nieto.
Calm, cool, and collected. It was a broken play. Kip Montalvo with a great dive. Nonetheless, ends up with the ball in the hands of Nieto. What a way to beat the buzzer.
Meantime, here's Montalvo. Shot clock down to 3. A tough shot for Montalvo. And a rebound for Isaac Go. Side ball game. Matt Nieto, sidestep, fouled.
Now this is just a great play, you know, by Matt Nieto about Kip Montalvo diving on the floor. But really, the presence of mind, shot clock down to 3 seconds, nothing but net.
What a big shot for Matt Nieto as 30 Ravena and re-enters the ball game for the Blue Eagles. And 2 free throws here for Matt Nieto.
8 points already, with still 1 minute remaining in the first quarter.
There's former Green Archer Rico Meyerhofer. Medyo tense si Rico. But you know, my favorite Meyerhofer moments when he was with LaSalle, he'd go on the break, and then yung mga stretch layup niya.
Or a slam dunk with 2
and then
hands.
LaSalle crowd would go wild. Those were the Meyerhofer moments that Archer fans, of course, will always remember. As Joanna Maringanon of the Ateneo Blue Eagles, also part of this big Sunday crowd. Jolo Mendoza checking in for the first time for Ateneo. 1-point game. I guess we should not be surprised. This game is fast and it's quick and it's close.
Right, and the significance of the game as well. You know, we talked about this. Ateneo looking for the sweep. LaSalle looking to stop them.
Montalvo directing the offense. 8 seconds to shoot. He'll get some help from Trader. Montalvo against Isaac Go. And that pass was deflected. Paraiso for 3. No, basket won't count. Offensive foul against the Archers.
Montalvo.
Offensive foul number 15, Kim Montalvo, his second.
Second foul as well for Kim Montalvo. Right here with the recovery. Sumimple lang etong si Montalvo, and you gotta credit the officials for being on top of it.
And that nullifies that shot by Paraiso. Meantime, Jolo Mendoza finds Isaac Go, extending Ateneo's lead to 3 points after that Haynes cool play.
Just a breakdown on the defensive end. Only 2 passes for them to score. And because of that possession, Tito Mix, they have the chance for the ball to come back.
Montalvo. And that pass was intended for Jolo Go. And that's a turnover against the Green Archers. Mamuyak sent back in the ball game. Coach Aldin Ayo's team down by 3 points with time winding down in the opening period.
And what's big also is that after this possession, if they score, they extend the lead and they will have the possession in the second quarter to extend it more.
Erdi Ravena inside, and Isaac will score, and that's how Ateneo will end the opening quarter. The Blue Eagles are hoping to end the second round with a 14-game sweep. Can they stay perfect? But they look good so far, and they're on top by 5 points, 22-17 at the end of the opening period. Our big Sunday crowd inside the Big Dome. Christian, your thoughts on that opening period?
Well, number one, it's Matt Nieto. You know, having, what, 8 or 10 points in that first quarter was huge for them. 9 points to be exact, but really closing out quarters. You know, it's amazing how things can change as we see a nice basket by Jolo Mendoza.
Jolo Mendoza with a Milo Nutri-Up galing move.
It was just a 1-point lead with about 40 seconds to end the quarter. Quick basket by Ateneo. They forced a turnover, and then they were able to make a basket. And because they have first possession, right now, instead of up by 1, they're up by 7. This could be a big difference to the game.
Archers go inside, and Ravena blocks Prince Rivero. Jolo Mendoza.
Foul, Paraiso.
Jolo Mendoza joins Aaron Black, Isaac Go, 30 Ravena, Gian Mamuyak.
Number 8, Brent Paraiso, his first one.
And the first personal against Paraiso, Abu Tratter and the Archers all of a sudden down by 7.
For Prince Rivero.
And Prince Rivero goes back to the bench.
Ben Mbala for Jolo.
Justin Baltasar checks in. Ben Mbala also returning. Now what's interesting is that Ben Mbala only 2 points in the opening quarter, coming off 2 free throws.
Right, and he needs more touches. You know, a lot of his touches has been on the top of the key. Again, they need him on the block early so that you expect the double. It allows you more time to find the open shooters outside and move the basketball.
Lots of time to shoot for Ateneo in the early moments of the second quarter. Aaron Black against Baltasar. Mamuyak against Richie Rivero. Mamuyak with the drive. And good help defense there by Abu Tratter.
Archers going right now to their big lineup with Ben Mbala at the 3.
But they throw the ball away. 30 Ravena slicing through. And Ravena will miss. And that ball ends up with Mamuyak.
Smart decision by Mamuyak to put the ball outside and move the ball again, although they have 6 seconds remaining.
Shot clock down to 3. Aaron Black has to do something here. Jolo Mendoza for 3, and the shot clock expires. As we go to Marty Bautista from the Ateneo bench.
In the huddle, Coach Tab wrote G-O in all capital letters on his board. He said, they're running everything on Jolo Go right now. You know what to do. He also noticed that the Ateneo team needs to sprint faster coming from an inbound. So he asked the wings to come down, be patient, and avoid long passes. More to you in a while, Miko and Christian.
Thank you, Marty. We'll take this time out. Ateneo on top, 24-17. We're so happy that you could join us for our live Sunday coverage of the UAAP Season 80. It is the second round meeting between the DLSU Green Archers and the Ateneo Blue Eagles. Of course, one of the most accomplished alumni of LaSalle, Joel Torre, Madi Badaig of the Ateneo Lady Eagles. So iba generation ng mga mga members of both schools.
Coach Tab Baldwin with the early timeout right there. Didn't like what he saw, especially on the offensive end, ending up in isolations, playing out of character to start the second.
So Ben Mbala is double team. He
Good
finds
pass.
Montalvo. Montalvo for 3. Tratter tried to secure the rebound. It ends up with Richie Rivero. And Mbala gets his first field goal of the game after that Yamaha big move.
And that's how you beat the Eagles if you're LaSalle.
Meantime, the Eagles quickly answer back with a Nisin Yakisobrang move.
Again, another quick basket off of a made one by Salle on the other end. That's just unacceptable.
So it's 26-19 in favor of the undefeated Blue Eagles. Richie Rivera on the right side. Ibala trying to find position at the post. Shot clock down to 8. Baltasar looks for Montalvo. Shot clock down to 4. Montalvo to Rivero. Rivero for 3. And then Ibala with a rebound and another putback. Then Ibala now with 6 points.
Last 2 offensive trips for Salle, crashing the offensive glass and punishing them, as you see Ben Ibala.
Look out, Ibala with a steal. And Ibala is fouled. You know, medyo natakot ako doon para kay Jolo Mendoza for his personal safety. Because, you know, Ibala, if given enough room, could have knocked all over Jolo Mendoza as we check out our McFreeze instant replay.
How about this one? We talked about, you know, the importance of Salle playing to their strengths, especially with this big lineup on the floor. Last 2 trips, 4 points off an offensive rebound. And just right after Ben Ibala makes the shot, makes a nice strip with those long arms to force the foul for the Eagles.
We just saw that, our McFreeze instant replay, and we go back to live action. Santillan back in the game. Over to Melesio. Melesio fires a long one, and a long rebound. It goes out of bounds, and it will go to Ateneo.
Well, Melesio forced that one that time. Ball not getting into the hands of your best player. Ben Ibala was asking it on the post. You have to play through him to have more success on the offensive end.
Ben Ibala getting his 2 field goals off offensive rebounds. Meantime, Salle pressuring Ateneo here. It's Ibala picking up 30 Ravenna. And Ben Ibala's one objective. It's to make it really uncomfortable for 30 Ravenna in the backcourt.
And this is not new to us. You know, every time, as we see, this is clearly a foul by Ibala.
As we look at our McFreeze instant replay, only the first personal foul against Ibala.
You know, Ibala checking, you know, the best player on the other team. UP Desiderio, Ahanmisi for Adamson today, 30.
And here's Ravenna. Again picked up by Ibala. Ibala really making it hard on 30. And Ibala going all the way. C2, cool and clean, fast break for Ben Ibala as we go to Eileen Shi on the Salle bench.
Nico and Christian, earlier in the dugout, Coach Alden emphasized that the Archer strengths include converting turnovers and setting the pace. Sabi nga niya, we are number 1 in terms of turnover points and pace, which is why kailangan nating malaki yun at ipagpakinabangan yun. The last 4 games, the Archers had a slow start, which is why this time he is asking them to set the pace early in the game, in which they were successful. But now that the momentum is shifting, he asks the boys to do things in moderation. Don't overdo what is asked of you. Just get the ball and let's make it fly. Miko, Christian.
Thank you, Eileen.
Well, here's the play right here. So far, the last 2 defensive trips, Ben Ibala has had 30 Ravenna's numbers, 2 steals straight on him. And because of that layup, gives him confidence on the post, going to his right shoulder, 1-2 step, finishes with the left hand.
And Ibala, all of a sudden in double figures, you know, binanggit lang natin that he had 2 points off 2 free throws in the opening quarter, and all of a sudden he has come to life. In the second period, he now has 11 points and 6 rebounds in the game, and he cuts down Ateneo's lead to 2. And now Ravenna picked up by Santillan, and Ravenna escapes. 30 Ravenna with 4 points in the ball game after that Milo Nutria drive.
And if you're Salle on the ball screen on Ravenna, you don't want a switch, but instead force 30 to beat you with the jump shot. That time, Santillan not having the foot speed to defend 30.
Richie Rivero showing a lot of foot speed on that chippy twisters move.
And a much-needed basket. He's been struggling to start with, and the ball, here's the one we're talking about. Santillan not having the foot speed to defend 30. You can't switch on him like that. And Richie Rivero quickly attacks the defense. Help side nowhere to be found, and one opportunity.
Verano snatches the ball away, but I mean, the active hands of the Archers, I mean, they're getting into passing lanes, they're swiping the ball away from, every Atenean on the floor. Benembala, 11 points after scoring only 2 points in the opening quarter. As Caracot is set back in the game for Justin Baltazar. Richie Rivero, 2 points so far. And Aaron Black is down.
This is how big, the 2 quick fouls of Ike was. Right now, you're asking Isaac Go to play extended, unusual minutes early in the ball game. With Benembala, obviously the struggle in the first half with Ike checking on him, only 2 points. On Isaac Go has been a different story.
Archers down by 2. They go to Richie Rivero, matched up against Matt Nieto. Lots of time to shoot. Santillan goes cross-court. Caracot pushes off Anton Asistio.
And Benembala in dismay. I don't know if it's with the call or because they had a lot of time on that shot clock. I thought Caracot, with no clear drive, that's good defense and clearly the right call. 12 seconds left in the shot clock. Benembala on their side. Give it to the big man. Good things are happening with it.
Isaac Go in double figures in the first half, were well above his season average. And back to action on the floor. Matt Nieto being harassed by Caracot as we near the halfway mark of the second quarter. Ravena with a fall away in a furious battle for the basketball, and that would be a loose ball foul on Chris Porter.
But that's a big no call in favor of the Archers. I thought that was a good move by 30. He got fouled right here by Benembala. Officials missing that. That could have been the second of Ben. But instead, because of that, we're walking 95 feet to the other end. Benembala with a chance to tie the ball game.
It's been a big second quarter for Benembala. Ateneo in the penalty. And good look at this big Sunday crowd inside the big dome.
Four steals.
He's been making life miserable for 30 Ravena, that's for sure.
2 direct steals on 30.
Yun yung tinatawag nating harap-harapan, ano? Meantime, Matt Nieto crosses the half-court line. He joins Verano, Porter, Mike Nieto, and Asistio. Ateneo clinging to a 1-point lead.
Basketball right now moving side to side.
And Verano is caught dancing to the wrong song. Turnover, Ateneo.
And those are the turnovers you can afford. That's okay, because ball swung from side to side.
30-29 in favor of Verano and the Blue Eagles. We'll be back in a moment. Back inside the big dome, and we're halfway through the second quarter. What a way to end the second round with the showdown between the top 2 teams in the UAAP. William Martinez, of course, on the left, and Snooky Serna on the right. Of course, Mr. Gabi Lopez, chairman of ABS-CBN, also in attendance today. Back to action on the floor. Aljon Melesio, hounded by Asistio.
Looking for the high-low play.
Here's
Opens
Rivero.
up Richie.
Rivero goes baseline. Caracot could not shoot. Shot clock winding down. 4 to shoot. Caracot makes a move. Step back. And Santillan with a rebound. And then Rivero. Okay, his basket will not count. There was a foul committed earlier.
That was excellent defense by the Eagles, forcing a much lower percentage shot by Caracot. But then again, it doesn't stop on the shot, it stops on the rebound. That has been the issue so far in the first 5 minutes in this second quarter.
Verano committing the foul against Santillan. Santillan makes the first free throw. Abu Tratter from the bench, his team now tying the game, and Santillan can give them the lead. So we're still tied at 30 as we near the 4-minute mark of the second quarter. Oh, turnover against the Blue Eagles.
Second chance points, 11-0. A big key why Salle, being down by 5 in the first quarter, has tied the ball game midway in the second.
Archers were down by as many as 7 points earlier. Tarakot will start the play. Oh, there's a double foul here.
Between the two shooters.
Yep, against Anton Asistio of Ateneo and Joe Lugo of Salle.
Double foul on number 4, Anton Asistio, his first. And number 16, Joe Lugo.
Here's the one right here. Ball not even into play.
Yeah. They're slapping each other's arms
Just
over at the elbow.
Basketball.
The referee's telling Joe Lugo and Asistio, please do not slap each other on the arms again. And so action resumes. Mbala has it against Porter. Double team. Mbala will miss. Oh! And Mbala is down.
Hard fall.
Mbala is down. Action continues. Asistio for 3. Nieto gets the rebound. Mbala is still down on the other end. And then here's Porter underneath. And Porter traveled. And we now focus on Ben Mbala, who had a hard fall when he was going for the rebound. And he is still down.
That did not look good. And it's good to see Ben moving, but he wasn't moving for about 10 seconds right there.
He's catching his breath right now. I mean, he really fought for that offensive rebound.
That came off his own shot. Here's a play right here. Smaller guy helping up from the weak side. He just slips after fighting for the loose ball. Right here, trying to follow up on his own miss. Actually ended up, if I'm not mistaken, that was the right knee of Santillan, his own teammate.
But you know, it's going to take a lot to get Ben Mbala out of the court. I mean, he has to be one of the strongest, if not the strongest player in the UAAP, and expect him to be back in this game.
And it's a good news for the Eagles as well, especially with Ike on the bench. Ben Mbala now pretty much makes it even.
Oh, nice move by Rivero. Nieto to Asistio. Asistio, no. Almost, but not quite. Nieto chases the ball, and that will be a steal for Melesio. And that will be a foul against Matt Nieto.
I thought Salle was fortunate that time. The issue for Salle today, Tito makes in this first half, has been their transition defense. That time, doing a better job, forcing Asistio for the tougher sidestep shot, and Melesio forcing the foul on Nieto, only the first personal.
See? He's back. It's going to take a lot to get him out of the game. Oh, Salle has had multiple chances to regain the lead. Santillan earlier had a chance. He misses free throw, and Melesio now will have another chance to give Salle a 1-point lead. It's now 31-30 in favor of the Green Archers. Isaac Go is sent back in the game by Coach Tam Baldwin. Porter is back on the bench. Mamuyak also back in the game.
You know, with 3:38 remaining and both teams over the limit, it's important for both teams to put pressure at the rim. Either get a layup, create an opportunity for a nice outside shot, or get to the line.
Matt Nieto for 3. Yes, sir! Great chase, great 3 for Matt Nieto, and he's in double figures with 12 points.
Talk about being cold-blooded. What a shot from deep by Nieto.
Meantime, a drive by Melesio. And a rebound for Mamuyak. Mamuyak on the move. Quickly to Nieto. Back to a 2-point lead for the Blue Eagles as we approach the last 2 minutes of the first half. They go inside to go and a bounce pass to Verano. And Verano will score. 4 points for Rafi Verano after that Vivo clear shot. Meantime, here's Rivero. Santillan for 3. And it will be last touch on Ben Embala.
That's how big that 3 was, especially after the Embala incident. Suddenly fans getting right into it, and because of that 3, wow, this was way deep as Richie Rivero was waiting to go under, probably for the switch. Big mistake right there. Suddenly Ateneo up by 4.
Not Nieto for 3, not that time. And a rebound for Caraco. Nieto already with 3 3-point shots, and Embala cannot be stopped. RCBC Savings Bank nakakabilib play for Ben Embala, and he has 14 points in the ball game.
Well, every time you get a stop and you have your biggest man and your best player rim running, good things happen. Close to impossible to stop every time he has a foot in the paint. And 1 play for the Big Ben.
Isaac picking up his second personal foul. He sits down, and Ike is back in the game, and Embala will complete the 3-point play. As we look at Matt Nieto, already with 12 points, eclipsing his season average. And Nieto and the Blue Eagles still on top, 35-34. Ike, bullet pass intended for Verano.
Quick hands, Big Ben.
Yep, perfect anticipation by Embala. Embala loses the ball. Under 2 minutes remaining in the second quarter, Ben Embala with 15 points and 7 rebounds, leading the Archers. They're down by 1. Back in a moment. Okay, let's check out that drive again by Ben Embala.
Good crossover by Gian Mamuyak, trying to get the charge. Got away right there with the right foot. Gian Mamuyak sticking out the right foot. That's why you hear the reaction of the crowd watching it from the big board. Officials missing that.
Ms. Connie Vidanes, the head of broadcast for ABS-CBN, part of this huge Sunday crowd inside the Big Dome. We have under 2 minutes remaining in what has been a tension-filled first half. Verano. That was intended for Mamuya. Shot clock down to 10. And a tough shot for Verano. Ike keeps the ball alive. Ike in trouble, blocked by Embala. It'll be last touch on the Archers.
Rebound 16-11. Offensive rebounding has been a big key, although LaSalle only up by 1. But the multiple opportunities, especially at the rim after an offensive rebound, has been huge for them.
9.5 seconds on the shot clock.
Assis still will start the play. Verano. Shot clock down to 6. Nieto falling away. That won't drop. And the ball ends up with Embala. Embala with 8 rebounds in the game. Melesio against Nieto over to Richie Rivero. 10 to shoot. They go to Santillan on the left side. Santillan looking for a target. He finds Rivero. Rivero for 3. Yes, sir!
Miscommunication that time on defense. Nieto falls down in the middle. Good cross-court pass to the wide open 3 for Richie.
Archers on top by 2 with less than a minute remaining in the second quarter. Shot clock down to 8. Rafi Verano inside. Ike, nowhere to go. Turnover.
Excellent defense by the Archers. Well, this is the play right here. You see right there, Benembala cutting to the middle. Suddenly Ike is forced, to run out to the three. Richie doesn't hesitate. Makes a nice three.
Rivero with 5 points. The Archers on top by 2. Half a minute remaining in the second period. It's Asistio guarding Embala. Embala on the move. Embala, no. And Embala tries to keep the ball alive, but it will go to Ateneo with 23 seconds remaining in the first half.
Coach Sandy Arespa-Cochada pointing to the time right there, opting for the last shot.
Blue Eagles hoping to write the last sentence of the second chapter.
Offensive foul.
And that will be an offensive foul on Anton Asistio, his second.
This is the one right here. Karakot right in front of him, and you see the left elbow hitting the chin. And a good job of selling the call as well. Karakot.
15 seconds remaining in the first half. Salle on top by 2. Former UAAP MVP Rich Alvarez cheering for Ateneo. Joanna Maraginot and Danny Ravenna in front of William Martinez. Sabi ko sa'yo, iba-iba generation yun nandito eh.
Hindi ako makarelate.
Oo, kasi yung generation mo, panahon pa ni John Wooden ata eh. Natanong tuloy tayo ni Marky.
Yung panahon ko, yung pinakita nung una, si Rich Alvarez.
15 seconds remaining before the end of the first half. And the Archers hoping to write the last sentence of the second chapter, make this a 4-point game, maybe even a 5-point game.
Look for Jologo on the corner.
Embala double teamed. Embala again, blocked by Mamuya. And despite a strong defensive stand by Ateneo, the Archers will have a 2-point lead at the end of the first half. Salle hoping to become the first team to put a blemish on what has been so far a perfect record for Ateneo. If Salle wins today, we will have a Final Four format for the semi-final round. The Archers, they were down by 5 points in the first half, and then they came to life in the second half. Benembala scoring 13 points in the second quarter. And Salle up by 2. Let's go to UAP insider Pauline Versosa.
Coach Miggy, we saw your team going back and forth the court against Ateneo in this game, but in terms of second chance points, you are at an advantage with 11 points over Ateneo's 0 points. But what other areas do you want your team to focus on in this second half?
Well, we're not really contented with what we showed in the first half. No, we need to. The effort is there and the aggressiveness, but again, so paminsan sobrang intensity to the point that we gamble for steals. Doon sila nakaka-shoot eh.
Coach, like what you mentioned, minsan tumataas talaga yung intensity. How can you ensure the composure of the Green Archers as you try to close out this game?
Well, wala nang iba, just to remind them that during the halftime, siguro talk to like players na high-intensity players like sina Kib Montalvo to maybe be composed more.
Coach, lastly, early in this game, Ateneo managed to limit your offensive efforts, especially Benembala, who was limited to just 2 points. How can Ben and the rest of the Green Archers overcome Ateneo's defense, especially since they're the #1 defensive team in the league?
Sorry, I didn't get.
How will you overcome Ateneo's defense, Coach?
Okay, they know our place. So we just we have to tweak it a little bit more.
All right, thank you so much, Miggy, for your time, and good luck to the Green Archers. Miko and Christian.
Natatakot yung mga coach, baka mabigay lahat ng game plan sa mga tanong ni Pauline. Our Insular Live 1 in a million performance. Big Benembala with a big second quarter. 13 points in that second quarter. Total of 15 for the first half, along with 8 rebounds, and was a menace on defense against the guards of Ateneo. And even if you have 2 or 3 guys on Embala, he refused to be contained and refused to be denied. The Green Archers are on top by 2, 37-35. We'll be back with more from the Big Dome. This is the UAAP on SNA. This is Salle versus Ateneo live on SNA. At the half, the De La Salle University Green Archers, the defending champions, are on top by 2. 37-35 over the Ateneo Blue Eagles. And we're about to dissect everything that happened in that first half. In the opening quarter, Ateneo led 22-17 at the end of the opening period.
It was a strong start by the Eagles, led by Matt Nieto, who finished with 12 points. That's why they were up by 5 after the first. But in the second quarter, suddenly your emotional leader comes in and, you know, decides to carry the whole team. In Ben Embala.
That leader is Ben Embala.
Yeah,
he took over. Although Matt Nieto, you know, had those long 3-point shots
basket right there
for the Blue Eagles, but Ben Embala taking over with a mammoth second quarter.
Just, you know, taking matters into his own hands. 13 of his 15 points, all in that second quarter, and just, you know, muscling his way, just like what you saw, and with a stare down, you know. But really, first quarter owned by Ateneo, second quarter owned by La Salle. La Salle up by 2 at the half. You know, talk about the field goals. A big part of that, 48%, is because of Matt Nieto's spectacular shooting. He's 67%, 4 of 6 from 2, 3 of 4 from 3. Free throw, big disparity, plus 10 for La Salle. And a big part of that is because, let's not forget, both teams were over the limit in both quarters, but because La Salle forced 15 turnovers in that quarter, they were plus 10. As you see, Ben Embala, Santi Santillan has been outstanding, not only in points production, but also combined 13 rebounds, 7 of which in the offensive end.
Matt Nieto leading Ateneo with 12 points. Isaac Go also in double figures with 10. Let's go to UAP insider Pauline Versosa. Pauline.
Coach Sandy, defensively, you were able to limit La Salle's top scorer, Ben Embala, to just 2 points in the first quarter. What was the key, and how can you replicate this in the second half, especially since he's getting back in the game?
Well, we gave up too many offensive rebounds to Ben, and we fouled him a lot, so he got a lot of free throws. So we want to minimize his offensive rebound opportunities and not foul him and send him to the line.
Coach, we know that for Coach Tab Baldwin, it doesn't matter who's leading or trailing at the half. So what are the measures the Blue Eagles are going to take in order to get back into this game?
Well, what Coach Tab emphasized at the half was, you know, we're not playing the way that we normally play. So he was upset with that. So, but you know, we're down 2 points, and we're doing a lot of things wrong. So, you know, we just have to make sure that, you know, we take it one possession at a time, and we make sure that we focus on the game plan and play more together as a team.
Coach Sandy, lastly, Chibueze Ike, who was your top defensive player, remained benched for most parts of the first half. How will your team adjust to his absence, especially as you need a crucial matchup for Ben Embala?
Well, he picked up 2 early fouls, so we needed to preserve him. But hopefully, you know, he stays out of foul trouble, and, you know, he does a better job defensively, and, you know, we make sure that we help him and so that he doesn't stay in foul trouble.
Thank you so much, Coach Sandy, for your time. Miko and Christian.
Pauline Versosa talking with Ateneo assistant coach Sandy Respacochaga. You know, that foul trouble situation of Ateneo. I mean, how big is that, Christian, heading into the second half?
It was very evident, you know, with Ike, quick early fouls. First 5 minutes, he did a decent job of Embala, only 2 points in the first. And he comes out, suddenly Embala, to start the second, you know, just erupts for 13 points, brings their team back in the ball game, up by 2 to start the third, and they will have ball possession as well.
We start the second half. The Archers will have the ball. They have Richie Rivero, Aljon Melesio, Andre Caraput, Santi Santillan, and Ben Embala on the floor. Embala immediately going to work and immediately fouled. And Ike will now pick up his third personal foul.
You got to give credit to the coaching staff, especially to their assistants. You know, big call right here to force the third foul. You see the agenda, knowing that Ike, with 2 fouls, goes right into man, down screen of an out-of-bounds side play, forces the third foul of Ike.
We saw that in our McFreeze instant replay, and we also saw Kirk Long, former Ateneo Blue Eagle, and right now Ben Embala really going to town. 17 points to lead all scorers today.
And I don't see anyone running on the sidelines to change Ike, even if he has 3. Looks like Coach Tab is going to stick with him.
So on the floor for the Blue Eagles, Asistio, Nieto, Tolentino, Ravenna, and Ike. And this will be a foul.
Holding foul number 6.
It's against Richie Rivero.
That's his third.
Third personal. First team foul on De La Salle. 14 seconds on the shot clock.
Ravenna will start the play. Tolentino looking for Ravenna. Instead goes to Ike. Shot clock down to 6. Ike sees a driving lane and scores. Milo Dudriap drive for Chibueze Ike.
But that's a smart play by Ike, knowing Ben Embala loves to hard show in the first half, fakes the handoff, goes to his left and finishes nice.
Let's go to Eileen Shi from the La Salle bench.
Miko and Christian, this game is a game of effort, execution, and character. And now that the Archers are off to a better start compared to the last time they were up against the Ateneo Blue Eagles, where they were down by as much as 20 points early in the first half. Thus, now, Coach Alden wants the team to channel all their emotions into fulfilling their objective for today. He says when you do a good job, don't celebrate just yet. When you're making a mistake, yung ipakita na nanghihinayang kayo. No more unnecessary emotions. How do you think emotions play a role in a game like this, Miko and Christian?
Excellent question, Eileen.
Plays a big part. We saw Ben Embala, you know, being emotional, carrying their team in that second quarter. Had the scary fall. Goes to the bench for a few seconds, comes back in, and brings his team back to life. Right now, enjoying a 4-point lead early in this third quarter.
Embala is doing everything. 17 points, 10 rebounds. He has steals, he has blocks. He's carrying the Archers. And then Richie Rivero with a sneaky move to the hoop with that chippy twisters move, and now makes it a 6-point game for La Salle.
And credit that basket also for Ben Embala, reading the guy, the one defending Richie well, inverting the screen, going to the sideline. Richie with a nice finish.
Shot knocked down to 4. Ravenna for 3, and it goes in. Great taste, great 3 for 30 Ravenna. 7 points for him. But he's been pounded all game long by the La Salle defense.
Oh, that's a big shot to boost his confidence, because defensively they have been on him, has committed a few turnovers. That's a big shot.
Shot clock down to 5 for the Archers. Whoa, that pass almost went in. And that will be the 4th personal on Ike.
We have to see this again.
Checking out our McFreeze instant replay.
Not so much contact right there. I'm not so sure about that call. You got to credit Ben with that terrific acting job. But nonetheless, that's Ike's fault. That's the risk, though, because you have 3 fouls on your center.
That's the risk they were willing to make.
They were willing to make.
Yeah, they were willing to make. And you paid the price for that risk as well, as Ravenna almost gets the steal. Okay, let's go to Martin Bautista from the Ateneo bench.
In the dugout, team captain Vince Tolentino looked at his teammates sternly and said, "We look too excited, just relax." But Coach Tab was unimpressed with the Blue Eagles' selfish play. In the last huddle, he told them, "I don't want to win this game anymore if we keep playing stupid." But in the dugout, he had the same thing. He was dead serious about that statement. Coach Tab doesn't
Thank you, Marty.
Unsportsmanlike foul called on Karakot on Asistio on an off-the-ball play. Well, here's the one right here. You see Karakot, as soon as Richie has the ball. Ooh. I'm not sure if it hit Asistio, but you have to make that call. I thought that was the correct call because he had a closed fist that time, at least from our angle from the replay. But that's dangerous. You know, I think Karakot is an important player for LaSalle, has been steady for them since last season. They need him in the game.
He's a big shot artist. As Anton Asistio,
I thought LaSalle. Here's the one right here. Ooh. Okay.
But it's not a close fist.
Not a close fist.
Not a close fist.
I correct myself. That's a better angle we had. It looks like Karakot was trying to point at Richie to go for something, maybe a play. I correct myself on that. That was a better angle.
So action continues here in the third quarter. Ateneo regaining the lead, 44-43. Once again, it's Ravenna against Embala. Oh, Embala smiling.
Foul.
And 30 Ravenna will get 3 free throws.
That's a bad play by Embala. You want 30 to shoot that jump shot, who's been shooting 20% the whole season. No reason to foul him beyond the arc.
Second personal against Embala.
And because of that, we see 30 could go for a quick 8 points. He's had 5 straight points already. Started with a step back 3. And then the next backdoor play to read the play. Makes the first free throw for his 6th point in the quarter. And suddenly, Ateneo's up by 2. Quick turnaround.
There are a handful of players in the UAAP who have had the experience of having to score against Ben Embala. And now the son of Bong and Mozi Ravenna is now one of those players. And that's an exclusive club. Mga pangano lang yan. Paul Desiderio,
right.
Alvin Pasaol, Jeric Agnes.
Pwede niya rin ipagmalaki yan sa kuya niya kay Kiefer.
Of course, Kiefer Ravenna is now part of our stats team. And he's doing absolutely nothing there. But thank you for the coffee. Thank you for the coffee. Meantime, the Blue Eagles get the basketball. They're on top by 4. 30 Ravenna on the move. Sidestep. Blocked by Embala. Richie Rivero being chased by Nieto. And Rivero will score. C2, cool and clean, fast break. Richie Rivero now with 9 points.
That's basically a 4-point swing. You see 30 making a nice sidestep. Ben Embala not giving up on the play. Goes back to the other end for an easy 2 for Richie.
And that will be the 4th personal foul against Andre Karakot.
So here's the one right here. Ben Embala not giving up on the play.
That's a block by Embala.
That's a block. And a quick outlet to Richie. He knows what to do in the open court. Finishes at the rim. You just gotta love the heart by Ben Embala doing it on both ends of the floor. He got beat that time.
And to shoot for Ateneo. Bounce pass. Tolentino to go. Erased by Embala. Shot clock continues to run. Asistio fires away. And a rebound for Santillan.
Oh, what a big boy rebound by Sandy, getting it with 2 hands on top.
Archers down by 2 as we near the halfway mark of the third period.
Illegal screen. Good call. Or here's the one right here. Vince Tolentino with a nice pocket pass. And Isaac Go, had the ball stripped midway up in the air already. And here's the one right here. That's got to be on Melesio. He's got to wait for the screen to come before he makes the move.
Nieto.
Good pass.
To Tolentino. BS bankable assist for Matt Nieto. Send and receive payments ahora mismo with BS Bank Mobile. And that shot will not count.
Walk.
It's a traveling violation on the Archers.
It's just a nice play. Ball screen on the strong side, swings it to the other side. For Tolentino.
So Ateneo regaining control here in the third period, up by 4, 49-45.
And one thing that Ateneo can take advantage of, early, midway in the third, Salle already over the limit. They got to get something at the rim and get to the line, or maybe put Mbala in foul trouble.
Ferdy Ravena at the post, on the glass, and Ravena now with 14 points. He has scored 10 points in the third quarter, making that Nisin Yakisoba sobrang move.
Boy, another nice set play by Ateneo. Well, the passing skills of the big man of Ateneo has been outstanding all throughout the season. That looks simple, but that's a terrific entry pass coming from your 5-man. Easy finish, jump hook for 30.
That takes a lot of time to master and practice. Now, Kim Montalvo starts the play for the Archers. They're down by 6. Montalvo to Mbala. Mbala says, give me some space against Isaac Go.
He's got to pass the ball.
Trying to locate Rivero. Santillan, no. Mbala, no. And Ravena has it. And Ravena slaps the ball. Asistio has it. Asistio all the way.
Well, credit that basket to Isaac Go. We mentioned the pass for 30. How about that time staying disciplined and just putting his hands up to force the turnover?
And now an 8-point lead for the Blue Eagles, their biggest lead of the game.
Hand check. But this is gut check time for Salle.
Third personal foul on Vince Tolentino. 4:41 remaining in the third. Tolentino and the Blue Eagles enjoying their biggest lead of the game. We'll be back in a moment. Back inside the big dome, and the Ateneo Blue Eagles regaining control. Ravena slapping that ball. This ends up in an Anton Asistio layup.
Again, credit that play to Isaac Go, who just was disciplined to put his hands up and force the turnover. Mbala loses the ball, and a nice spike. Kanino kaya niya natutunan yun?
Ano yun eh?
Malamang kay Mozi.
Madam Mozi move yun. Okay, back to live action. And a steal. And Matt Nieto being chased by Mbala. Nieto
Good pass.
to Verano.
And Ben Mbala has every right to be frustrated on that play. You have your best player carrying you the whole game. He's the only white shirt who sprinted back.
4:14 remaining in the third. Montalvo, they need this, and he misses the three, and a long rebound for Rivero. Archers reset. Montalvo, baseline, tight pass, Mbala inside, Mbala for 2. Wow, Archers needed that basket.
A much needed basket.
19 points for Ben Mbala. Ateneo still on top by 8.
And you have to wonder, with the amount of effort that he's exerted, how long can he go? Can he finish the game strong?
Here's Verano, blocked by Mbala.
Foul.
But there was a foul, and Mbala and Verano.
That's going to be his third.
Yep, need to be separated here. Mbala saying, I have no problem. Verano saying, I also have no problem because that's Ben Mbala. I'm not going to have any problem with Ben Mbala.
That's one guy you don't want to mess with, especially in the first five. Or this was clean on top, but got body on the bottom. And a good call. And a much deserved rest as well, especially with 3 fouls. Ben Mbala going to the bench as we see field goals this quarter. Only 7 attempts so far for Salle, plus 6 for Ateneo. And a big part of that, they've been forcing Salle the turnovers. Salle as well, with a little unforced turnovers as well. And you saw briefly LaSalle with 6, Ateneo nothing.
Turnovers,
Which to me was the big difference in that first half. Ateneo has committed 15 turnovers in that first half. That's their average for the season.
Under 4 minutes remaining in the third quarter. Tratter inside, nice touch. Nice soft touch. Tratter with 4 points.
Because of the Jologo's presence at Kip Montalvo and Malesio, suddenly they're hesitant to shrink the floor instead of giving up the outside shot for the Archers.
And now Anton Asiso and Jologo are getting at it.
Yeah, another off-the-ball play. Something that we've had a lot in today's ball game. Off-the-ball fouls.
Third personal foul against Jologo.
Free throws for Anton Asiso.
Parang si Anton Asiso is the one really getting friendly with all the LaSallians on the floor.
Well, I've been watching him since his high school days, and he's a tough player. If there's one thing that's underrated about Anton, he's a very tough-minded player.
And we have Mamuyap coming in. You see the points of turnovers. Ateneo capitalizing on those LaSalle errors in the third.
You're right, no? They were able to force LaSalle to 9 turnovers in the first half, but doing a better job of capitalizing on them 10-0 in the third. They now have a 9-point lead.
Look who's back. Benembala back in the game quickly with 3 minutes remaining in the third, joining Montalvo, Tratter, Prince Rivero, and Jologo. Shot clock down to 9. Where's this offense going? Montalvo on the right side. Montalvo for 3. Yes, sir!
What a big shot.
Milo Nutriap galing mo for Kip Montalvo.
That's what I call a sigh of relief shot, especially down by 9.
And a steal for the Archers. Montalvo is blocked. 30 Ravena going by Embala. Ravena hiding the ball, missing it, but Verano misses it too. Verano keeps the ball alive. Mamuyak for 3. And Isaac chases down the offensive rebound. Shot clock reads 10.
You got to look for 30. He has Montalvo on him. They offer the ball screen on top.
Nieto to Ravena. Ravena for 3. Verano with a rebound. Saw Embala and said, you know what? I'll just look for a teammate.
Yeah, but they have to attack right away. Shot clock only resets to 14.
Here's Nieto with a runner. Short. And who has the ball? Who has the ball? Tratter has it. Under 2 minutes remaining in the third. Archers making a move. Montalvo for 3. Jologo getting the offensive rebound. He fires away. Can't get the bounce.
That would have brought the house down.
And this will be a foul against Kip Montalvo. And Montalvo checking on Matt Nieto. Third personal foul against Montalvo. And both teams are in the penalty with 1 minute and 35 remaining in the third.
Not a good decision that time by Montalvo, especially when your team is over the limit. The last thing that you want is to give freebies, especially for Matt Nieto, who is an excellent free throw shooter.
Matt Nieto so far with 12 points. He has yet to score here in the third quarter. Finished the first half with 12 points.
And the third substitution for Matt Nieto coming in, Jolo Mendoza.
And so Nieto will go to the bench, and Jolo Mendoza will take the free throws of Matt Nieto.
But this is a guy who's reliable in terms of free throw shooting. He's known as a three-point shooter. Really has shot the ball 100%, 10 of 10. Good choice by Coach Tab to extend this lead. 10 of 10 for the season. That's 11 for 11 now.
Jolo Mendoza, Jeric Agnisi, you're gonna add Jolo Go. List of guys that you would pay to watch just to take shooting practice. Just beautiful release. And he goes 2 out of 2. And he's still perfect from the line for the season.
That's just quality minutes. Doesn't see, really heavy minutes. But has been a quality player off the bench as of many for the whole season for the Ateneo. But really, with this lineup of Salle right now, and especially with Richie Rivera on the bench, who can put pressure on the defense by driving the basketball? I don't see anyone on Salle except for Ben Mbala on the post.
Ben Mbala is doing everything for the Archers today. He finds Montalvo for 3, short. Mbala saves the ball to the wrong guy. And the Eagles go to Mamuyak, and Mamuyak will miss. And that will be last touch on the Archers.
On the shot clock.
The Ateneo Blue Eagles are trying to keep a perfect record here on the last day of the elimination round. Shot clock down to 9. Jolo Mendoza gets Prince Rivero. Mendoza makes a move. Over to Porter, over to Verano. And
3-second violation.
Porter stayed too long under the basket.
Look at that. Ateneo starter points, 20 this quarter compared to only 18 combined in the first half. Stepping up big time, a big part of that is 10 points in the third.
Mike Nieto comes in for 30 Ravenna. As Christian mentioned, Ravenna with producing 10 points in a big third quarter performance and helping Ateneo build this 8-point lead with under a minute left in the third.
And because they need offense right now, suddenly Coach Aldin Ayo puts in Richie.
Good pass.
Sorry, miss.
Prince Rivera couldn't finish. Time winding down in the third.
Ateneo can go for a 2-for-1 possession if they go quickly.
Mendoza, he sets up Mike Nieto from the corner. Another rebound for Ben Mbala. Mbala, he goes behind the back. Mbala all the way. Nisin Yakisoba move for Ben Mbala, and he has 21 points.
Well, tell me what you can't do, big fella. You've done a little bit of everything in today's ball game. What a great move, open court.
Jolo Mendoza for 3. Yes, sir!
Big shot.
Vivo clear shot for Jolo Mendoza. And Jolo Mendoza and the Ateneo Blue Eagles are on top by 9 points. 63-54 at the end of 3 quarters. We welcome you to the 4th and final quarter of this showdown between the Salle Green Archers, Kim Kiana D, Cha Cruz,
Paco Nostria.
Oh, everyone's here. Ito yung mga ayaw mag-out of town. They wanted to be here for this big game. Checking out a quarter scoring, big third quarter. Big second quarter for Salle, and then Ateneo responds with a big third quarter.
Big second quarter for Salle because of Ben Mbala. 30 answers right back in the third, carrying his team. 10 of the 28 points, now up by 9.
Fourth period.
You're watching the UAAP live on SNA. This is the final game of the final day of the elimination round. The Blue Eagles begin the 4th quarter with Mike Nieto, Chris Porter, Rafi Verano, Gian Mamuyak, and Jolo Mendoza. And Mamuya keeping that ball alive. Mendoza to Porter. Porter for three. Yes, sir! Milo Nutriab, galing move for Chris Porter.
Oh, what a big shot for Chris Porter. Only 30% on the season. On the second possession right there. Makes a big three to make it a double-digit lead.
Biggest lead of the game for Ateneo at 12 points and a tough shot for Rivero. Prince Rivero put back no. And Benembala continues to work hard. Now with 23 points and 14 rebounds with that Yamaha big move. Archers on the run. Rivero in the open court. Sneaking in for two. Milo Nutriab drive for Richie Rivero, and he has 11 points.
Well, you like the guts by Gian Mamuya, but really no reason, to push the basketball that time, especially with Benembala having about 5 blocks in today's ball game.
Let's go to Eileen Shee from the LaSalle bench. Eileen?
Christian, when you are up against a team that is as consistent as the Ateneo Blue Eagles, when it's game time, it is crunch time. This is why Benembala rallies the team earlier by saying, let's be more aggressive, followed by Kip Montalvo saying that we have to be and play better D. Now, in order to shift things in favor of the Archers, Coach Alden asked his team and the boys to handle Ateneo's screens. Hanapan natin yan ng paraan, at yung paraan is playing smart yet aggressive D. Given these reminders and adjustments, Salle is still optimistic that they could give Ateneo the same fate they suffered this time last season. Back to you, Nico and Christian.
Thank you, Eileen. Benembala is carrying the LaSalle team, you, me, and every other person in this Coliseum. Ateneo trying to find a way to contain Mbala. He's our man alive 110% heart and hustle player. He is just gobbling up every rebound in sight.
You just gotta love the heart that he's showing. But really, if you're Coach Sam Belvin, especially if you're going to double, you cannot be happy on that possession with Rafi Verano, who allowed the split in the middle and the opportunity that Mbala has now on the line.
Let's go to Marty Bautista from the Ateneo bench.
Miko and Christian, it was John Wooden who said effort is the ultimate measure of success. Well, we got our very own John Wooden here in the Big Dome, and his name is Coach Tab Baldwin. In the last huddle, he asked the Blue Eagles to play smart. He said, work like you've never worked before, and rebound like you're maniacs. In the line with John Wooden's core principle, Coach Tab reminded the team, you're not playing in front of 20,000 people or on TV. You're playing for your team, your school, and for God. Back to you, Miko and Christian.
And timely reminders from Coach Tab Baldwin. Still in the early moments of the fourth and final quarter. And the Archers trying to erase this 8-point deficit. They go alley-oop to Tratter. And Tratter will score. That lead is down to 6.
Well, LaSalle, with a mini run to start the quarter. 6-3 so far. Let's see if they can build on this.
Isaac Go, tough pass. Last touch on Montalvo.
So here's the play right here. Easy pass to make. No pressure on the basketball. Abu Tratter, athletic as he is, gets the ball on top, gathers himself, and finishes nice.
Tratter with 6 points. That was a McFreeze instant replay. Back to live action. Tratter on the move. Tratter to Jologo inside the middle. Good fake, and a layup is good. 13 points for Richie Rivero after that chippy twisters move, and the Archers are making a move here with an 8-0 run. 7 minutes remaining in the fourth period. Mamuya. Verano, confident shot. Nisin Yakisobra move for Rafi Verano. He has 9 points.
LaSalle switching on ball screens. Jologo daring Verano to take that shot. Verano makes him pay. As Richie Rivero
hits a 3-point shot. A Mitsubishi great play. Rivero with 16 points, and that lead is down to 3.
Well, 16 quiet points for Richie, who has pretty much been in foul trouble the whole ball game. Big
Mamuyak
shot.
with a drive. Mike Nieto for 2. Overshoots. Isaac Go keeps the ball alive. And here's Mamuyak. Shot clock down to 8. Mamuyak with nowhere to go. Isaac Go for 3. Yes, sir! Vivo clearer shot for Isaac Go. He has 13 points, and that lead is back to 6.
And what's more impressive, aside from making the 3, was the ball fake and read the play perfectly. Nice shot by the big fella.
We're nearing the halfway mark of the 4th quarter. Montalvo.
Good pass.
And Rivera goes up without the basketball. Mendoza to Verano.
Now, made basket right here could force coach Alden Ayo for a timeout.
Mamuyak. Shot clock down to 6. And that will be a foul on Mike Nieto.
But that's a big stop by Abu, showing up on the screen, creating the turnover, killing somewhat the momentum that they're feeling right now. Ateneo up by 6. If they made a basket right there, it could have been up by 8. And with Ben and Bala coming back in the ballgame, they could trim this lead down to 2 possessions.
Now we're having tactical changes here. Vince Tolentino comes in for Rafi Verano. Ferdy Ravena is back in the game for Ateneo. And Ben Embala back in the game for the Green Archers. Melesio also in the game, joining Rivero, Embala, Tratter, and Montalvo. Lots of time to shoot for the Archers. Melesio picked up by Isaac Go. Hand off, Tratter. Tratter fires away. And that ball ends up with Richie Rivero, but he overshoots. And Vince Tolentino and Embala are fighting for that basketball. Figuratively.
That's just good basketball. Vince Tolentino sticking with the basketball.
Checking out McCree's instant replay.
Could have been a nice move by Richie with an up and under. Has made a ton of them in this ball game. But really, Vince Tolentino telling every white shirt, this is mine.
Ben Embala also saying, well, that's mine too. That's just indicative of the intensity being displayed by both teams. Ike is back on the floor. Ike nursing 4 personal fouls, and then Embala attacks here. And Mamuyak clears the rebound for Ateneo.
And immediately makes an impact on the defensive end. Because of his length, Ben Embala settles for a jump hook instead of finishing at the rim.
Ike, tight pass for Ravena, and Kid Montalvo was caught reaching in. That will be the 4th personal foul on Montalvo.
Right here off the ball. Clean on the ball, but a lot of body on the bottom. That allows 30 to lose his balance.
So Montalvo sits down because he picked up his 4th personal foul.
Good pass.
Tolentino outside. Nieto won't shoot. Shot clock down to 6. Ateneo on top by 6. Nieto for 3. And a rebound for Embala. 17 rebounds for Ben Embala today.
Well, he settled that time. He had a chance to attack a bigger and slower guy.
And then Embala goes in, and Embala will score. 25 points, 17 rebounds, 5 steals, 5 blocks for Ben Embala today.
What's more to say? He wants to win this ball game. He doesn't want the step ladder for Ateneo. Has done absolutely everything for La Salle.
Close to 14,000 fans watching this game inside the Big Dome. And we also thank all the fans watching at home, watching on SNA, watching on SNA HD, as Embala now has 26 points. Cutting down Ateneo's lead to 3.
17 rebounds, 5 steals, and 5 blocks as well. Excellent performance by the big fella.
Nieto, harassed by Caraput. Nieto, cross court. Asistio, inside, and the runner is short. And that is the 18th rebound of Embala. Rivero. Blocking foul on Matt Nieto.
Matt Nieto read that perfectly, but what a rebound by Big Ben. Head almost on the rim. This is a good play by Matt Nieto, just unable to establish legal possession, but he read that perfectly, knowing Richie loves that sidestepping move, especially in the open court.
16 points for Richie Rivero. And he cuts down that Ateneo lead to 2 points. It's the second. And that will be last touch on the Archers. And there's a howl of protest coming from the Salle bench.
That's Coach Paulo Rivero, the proud father, assistant coach Aldin Ayo.
Did not like that call.
Disgust with that call.
He felt it was last touch on Ateneo. Ike, Tolentino, and somehow, in some way, Vince Tolentino scored, extending Ateneo's lead to 4 points. Prater, top of the key. We're nearing the last 3 minutes of the 4th and final quarter. Embala forces that one. A rebound for Matt Nieto. Putting it to Ravenna, to Asistio, to Ravenna. And Ravenna is fouled by Caraput.
And a good foul too. But how about the impact? Again, the significant impact of Ike. 2 straight possessions on the defensive end, making significant stops off of Big Ben. This is the one right here. No, this is the one to finish by Tolentino. Great shot fake. And nice finish, 2-on-1 fast break. Good hard foul by Caraput to prevent the 3-point play.
Caraput with 4 personal fouls. He did not want to give 30 with 5. Oh, he fouled out. Caraput fouled out because he did not want to give 30 Ravenna an easy layup.
And 5 fouls.
Caraput did not score today. He's really hounded by foul trouble. Then Embala, he's doing everything. 26 points, 18 rebounds, 5 steals, 5 blocks. And he's trying to help La Salle race this 4-point deficit. Caraput is done for the afternoon.
Free throws, 30 Ravenna.
And 30 Ravenna here with 2 free throws. Matt Nieto, 12 points, has not scored in the second half. The second free throw here for 30 Ravenna. Archers down by 5 with 3:09 remaining in the 4th quarter.
We'll talk about turning things around. That's a 13th free throw by Ateneo after only getting to the line 6 times. La Salle on the other hand. As you see, an offensive foul. Yeah.
Offensive foul on Aljun Melesio.
La Salle on the other hand, after 10 of 16 on the line. As you see right here. Well, a lot of acting jobs today by both teams. But Ravenna selling that call,
you know, when you're
really
playing,
well.
When you're playing in a big game, para-paraan lang yan. You do whatever it takes. 74-69, Archers down by 5. Well, that side of the Coliseum, what they want to see, they want to witness the first loss of Ateneo in the tournament. They don't want to see a sweep. That's not what they wanted to see here. And then this side of the Coliseum, they want to see a sweep. They want to see a perfect elimination round from the Blue Eagles, a perfect 14-0 performance in the elimination round, and we'll see what happens. We'll see which side, which side will get what they want. Shot clock reads 14. Ike, double team. He needs help. Ike gets away, blocked by Mbala. Mbala with 6 blocks today. But the Blue Eagles get the steal. Wow, look at that pressure defense by the Archers. Excellent defense by the Archers. Nieto finds Ike. Ike to Tolentino, and Tolentino will score.
Tolentino! Timeout, DLSU Green Archers.
76-69 for the Blue Eagles with 2:21 remaining in the fourth quarter. Back in a moment. 2:21 remaining in the fourth and final quarter.
Here's the play. Even the one before this, they were complaining of a walk right here by Matt Nieto. Oh, sorry, by Asisio. But the one before that was Chibuzi Ike on the post. That's why Coach Aldin Ayo is not happy. Takes off his jacket. And you tell the rest. I thought he has every right to be frustrated. 2 missed calls by the officials. Vince Tolentino makes a basket, kills their momentum, up by 7. That could be a game changer.
And we were saying that LaSalle was playing stupendous defense in that play. And so action continues as we approach the last 2 minutes of the fourth quarter. Rivero. Will they go to Mbala? Melesio has it. Shot clock reads 12. Melesio fires a 3.
More shot.
And there's a loose ball foul. It will go against Ateneo.
Oh, the Archers very fortunate that time. The last thing that you want is hero basketball. You want to get the ball in your best player. Here's the one right here. Buti na lang yung mga bigs ng LaSalle didn't give up on the play.
So Vince Tolentino fouls out after scoring 6 points. He also got 1 rebound today. And Rafi Verano will take his place. And we'll have 2 free throws here for Abu Tratter. Kat Tolentino, the sister of Vince Tolentino. And Tratter makes the first. Tratter makes it a 6-point game. He can cut down that Ateneo lead to 5.
83% for the season.
No problem from the free throw line. And Tratter with 8 points and 4 rebounds today.
1-2-2 full court press for LaSalle. Big stop right here for the white shirts.
We're inside the PS Bank. Last 2 minutes brought to you by PS Bank Mobile. By Pay Me, Touch ID, and in-app OTP.
Tratter giving the choke sign for the white shirts. I'm assuming Tratter will double every player that holds the basketball to force Ateneo into a turnover.
Ravena, Ike, Verano, Asistio, and Matt Nieto are on the floor for the Blue Eagles. Turnover. Turnover against Ateneo.
And because Abu Tratter was the one that's going to show on the screen, he was ready to double right away. 30 saw it and decides to go the other way, loses the basketball. What a play by Tratter to make the free throws on the other end and to come up with a big stop on the defensive end.
Sonny Tratter, the mom of Abu, hoping that his son and the rest of the Archers can erase this 5-point deficit.
They got to get the ball on the block on Mbala.
Melesio, now they find Mbala against Ike. Mbala fires, scores!
There you go.
Mbala with 28 points. Cutting down that lead to 3.
I thought LaSalle got into their offense late. Great read by Mbala, his man going under the screen.
And a steal! A steal by Rivero. And
wow.
There's a foul given up. Ateneo is in the penalty.
Well, here's the play. Mbala reads the play perfectly. Instead of going all the way to the right side of the floor, stops at the free throw line, makes a nice move off the glass, and Richie forcing the turnover right here. He's going to the line, stops the clock for their team, has a chance to cut this lead down to 1.
Richie Rivero with 18 big points. Getting the third personal foul of Matt Nieto. And Rivero makes it a one-point game. 76-75 with 1 minute and 21 to go in the fourth.
Well, right now, Ateneo has to take care of the basketball. You know, with the substitutions in less than 2 minutes, it allows Salle to set up their defense. You can expect a guy like Abu Tratter again to double team whoever's on the whoever's holding the basketball.
And Ateneo's poise being tested to the limit. 30 may have sprained his ankle there, but he gets the basketball with a shot clock down to 9.
There's the double on 30.
30 needs help. Isaac Go has it. Isaac Go loses the ball. Embala has it. Embala has it, bothered by Matt Nieto, and hands it over to Melesio. The Archers can grab the lead with a basket here.
They got to get something to the rim.
Melesio to Montalvo. Shot clock down to 9. Archers down by 1. Archers up by 1. Kim Montalvo and the Green Archers are ahead.
All right, let's go. Oh, hey, have a rebound. Phillips, you ready? Tap it out. All right, let's go. Drop it down. Let's go.
LaSalle with an 8-0 run in the last 1 minute and 30. And after that, incident, with Coach Alden Ayo arguing about, the traveling infractions in that one play that led to a Vince Tolentino basket, you would think that Ateneo would have this one in the books. What a way to respond and to have your poise down the stretch. Only now, LaSalle up by 1.
Boy, that LaSalle defense really making life difficult for all Ateneo ball handlers. Prince Rivero telling his teammates they need to finish the job here with 40 seconds to go. Melesio and the Archers up by 1. Verano and the Blue Eagles down by 1. Embala 28 points, 19 rebounds, 6 steals, 6 blocks. But his teammates have been making big plays. Richie Rivero, Kim Montalvo, who just gave LaSalle the lead.
Abu Tratter on the defensive end has been huge for them, getting stops, doubling with his double teams and forcing turnovers.
Nieto to Asistio. Asistio fires away. Long rebound to Montalvo. The Archers have the lead with less than 30 seconds remaining in the fourth.
Well, they wanted a 2-for-1 that time. Because of that quick shot, it allows Ateneo to get back the basketball.
Melesio zigzagging, firing away. Last touch on. Officials say we'll take a look.
I thought Richie touched it last.
The officials will take a look just to be sure.
From our angle, I thought Richie touched it last, right here. Right here. This is gonna go Eagles' way. Fingertips, a lot of fingertips on this play. It was close.
When it's that close, you're talking about fingers and fingernails.
Right.
Ike and the rest of the Blue Eagles down by 1. Their perfect record is on the line. Ben Embala, he has done everything in this game to help the Archers win. And he has outdone Ateneo in terms of combined steals and blocks. 12.6 seconds. And the officials, after reviewing that last play, they'll say Ateneo will get the basketball. So we have a timeout with 12 points. Okay, no timeout. We'll hang on. So we have a timeout here. We will hang on with 12.6 seconds remaining. Embala and the Archers are up by 1.
Everybody knows how to do it. Make sure I'm clear. All right? 5, 2. We got the back screen here. That's 2. All right, let's run L2. Let's run L2. Okay? 30, I want you in the 2 slot. Okay? Then 5, then 4, then 1. Okay? So 5 is going right away. Right. Sorry? I want the back pick from the 4, right?
Tingnan nyo to. Just look at this.
All right? Watch. Okay. Let him go. Let him go. Okay? 4, come here. Here. Go ahead and throw that if he's open. All right? Finish strong. Come in here. All right? 4, after you set that, get the 1. Okay? That's okay. All right.
Just do this. Just do this.
Do this. Everybody understand? Okay? 130 here. Okay? So we got back screen here. We got 4 setting the screen for the 1. If we come in here, I want to go spread. Right away. That you attack. The value. Okay? You're the value. They've got a false give. Okay? That gets in here. That time, you're here. Okay? 4-man, spread here. Mike. Okay? You know what I want you to do? Back screening 30.
Well, all I can say is that if Ateneo pulls out this win, Coach Tab is a genius. And I say that because the first possession, the miss of Asistio, you would think it was a bad shot. But, clock management, because of that shot and the stop that they made on the other end, it allowed them for this possession right here if they make the basket.
The gentlemen on the floor for Ateneo, Asistio, Ravena, Mike Nieto, Matt Nieto, and Isaac Go. On defense for La Salle, Melesio, Tratter, Richie Rivero, Kid Montalvo, and Ben Embala. Remember, back in the first round, it was La Salle who had that chance to score near the end, and now the shoe is on the other foot, and Asistio will start the play. Ateneo down by 1. Isaac Go fakes, fires, misses, rebound, Richie Rivero, and Isaac Go commits the foul, and will send Rivero to the line.
That was a well-designed play on the out-of-bounds side by the Eagles. It was a back pick for 30. Right here, look at the back pick of Nieto. Had Richie on it, but it opened up. Isaac Go had a good look to the basket. He has played well all throughout the ball game. 10 points in the first half. Just missed this one. And a good job by Ben Embala not giving up on the play with the left hand.
Ben Embala's done a good job in all departments today. Challenging shots. And Sandy Respocochaga talking with Isaac Go, but Prince Rivero and the Archers looking good here. Isaac Go is going to ruminate about that missed shot. Ben Embala changed that shot. Melesio praying for a win here so they can become the first team to beat Ateneo in the tournament. Mamuyak and the Eagles, their perfect record is in peril with 8.5 seconds remaining here in the fourth quarter.
Well, if Richie makes the 2 free throws, it's still a 1-possession ball game. But with Ateneo, without any timeouts remaining, I think what's going to be key is the denial on 30 Ravenna. You can expect him to get the ball and go court to court and either go to the basket or create an opportunity for Asistio and Nieto.
Our officials are sorting something out here.
They're taking too long.
Our official time
It ices the free throw shooter.
9 seconds.
Okay, they're fixing the official time. And as you mentioned, this is giving a lot of time for the son of Coach Paulo Rivero. Richie Rivero is waiting. Waiting at the free throw line.
Gives him time to pray too. But if you can, where 30 is right now, He's on the second line of the defensive rebound.
Right beside Mbala.
Right beside Mbala. That's usually the position for him to make an out there. As we see Rashid Rivero, younger brother of the Rivero brothers. And if you're Coach Ateneo and Coach Louis Gonzalez, what do you do, especially off a make basket? I would try to deny 30 Ravenna and make others make a play instead of allowing 30 to go court to court.
20 points for Richie Rivero, and he has been huge in the fourth quarter, scoring 11 here in the fourth. And make that 12. It's a 3-point game. No timeout for Ateneo. Their unbeaten record is on the line. 6 seconds to go. Matt Nieto has it. Asistio fakes. Blocked. Blocked. What a defensive play for the Green Archers, and they win over Ateneo. 79-76.
It's 79-76. The win for the defending champions, DLSU Green Archers.
There is no sweep. No perfect record to end the elimination round. The Archers using a 10-0 run to get even with Ateneo, winning 79-76.
And what's more important, because they lose today, it prevents the stepladder. We have a normal Final Four game between Ateneo and FEU on Sunday, and La Salle versus Adamson on Saturday. Here's the play right here. You know, I thought after Richie making 2 free throws, it took a while for Ateneo to inbound the basketball quickly, and Asisio had 2 guys on him. But really, Richie, after making the free throws, I thought Ateneo could have gotten a quick inbound. There was a 2-second delay. It therefore allows La Salle to set up the defense, which they did. Eventually led to the block and the stop.
Wow, Richie Rivero, what a game. Huge game for Richie Rivero. And our Insular Live 1 in a million performance.
Who else? Big Ben.
Ben Mbala with absolutely monster numbers. 28 points, 19 rebounds, 6 steals, 6 blocks. He did everything possible to lead La Salle to victory today.
Well, it seems like every game we keep saying, especially if he's the best player, it's his best performance. It's his best performance. I thought today's game, he showed a lot of heart. That's the difference to today's performance compared to the past.
And here's the final score. The Green Archers, the first team to beat Ateneo, and it happens on the last day of the elimination round, 79-76. Our Olive Place winning team, obviously the De La Salle University Green Archers, and wow, what effort. They were down by as many as 12 points, and they battled back in the fourth quarter to win this game.
Well, you got to give credit to Abu Tratter. He was the silent hero in the last 5 minutes.
He helped change the momentum in that fourth quarter.
Well, he made game-changing plays, you know, doubling on the double teams, and then forcing Ateneo in about 2 or 3 turnovers down the stretch. And they were just inching back, getting baskets, and eventually getting this ball game. What an effort defensively by Abu.
And Mbala is our PS Bankable Player of the Game, brought to you by PS Bank Auto Loan. Isang tulog lang, may kotse ka na. Our Shell V Power most efficient player is Ben Mbala. He made plays on offense. He made plays on defense.
This was the go-ahead basket, I believe, right here. But Ben Mbala, wow. What I like about today, he didn't settle for the outside shot. Kept putting pressure on the defense from the beginning, put Ike in foul trouble, and eventually led to the victory.
And the green side of the Coliseum got what they wanted. They did not want a sweep. There is no sweep. As we check our Gatorade Fierce player matchup, Now, Matt Nieto winning that matchup, but his team not getting the win. They were hoping for a perfect record, perfect 14-0. It was not meant to be. Archers preventing them from completing the elimination round with a perfect record. And so we will have a Final Four. Number 2, LaSalle will face number 3, Adamson, on Saturday at the Big Dome. And then on Sunday, number 1, Ateneo will face number 4, FEU on Sunday.
Obviously, LaSalle and Ateneo will have that twice-to-beat advantage. You know, I thought all season long, Adamson, a very capable team to win the whole thing. And you talk about the Tamaraws, you know, don't count them out. They're a very capable team as well.
So LaSalle versus Adamson on Saturday. LaSalle twice to beat advantage. Ateneo, FEU on Sunday. Ateneo twice to beat advantage. That's your UAAP Final Four. We've reached this part of the tournament.
Ang bilis.
Ito na, magkakaalaman na tayo which teams will survive the semifinal round.
Well, how about Ateneo? Looking for the stepladder. Obviously didn't get that today. LaSalle with a big win. All teams have 1 week to prepare.